It is a scam when you don't allow everyone to operate on fair terms.
We are the Robin Hoods of sports betting. We take something back from the rich bookies and enable our customers to beat them instead.
Hi guys, my name is Marinko and welcome to my video where I'm going to share my results with you after completing 2,000 trades with Trademate Sport software. So basically I will take you through my results, my presets that I'm using, some results with individual sports and individual bookmakers, and also I'll show you the bookmakers that I've been using so far. Also I would like to add that I'm a student in Denmark, and the reason why I'm doing this is to make some side income while studying. Also we had quite a few people asking us if it's worth doing this from Denmark, and from my own personal experience I would definitely have to say that it is, and hopefully after watching this video you guys will see it too. So yeah, let's get into it. So after completing almost 2,100 trades, I've made $2,400, just over $2,400 in profits, with an average return on investment of 5.5%. I was able to double my initial bankroll and then make additional 21% on top of that. And I've obtained these results after turning over almost $44,000. So the bookmakers that I've been using in total, there are 11 bookmakers. 10 of them are soft bookmakers. One of them is a sharp bookmaker, or a sharp exchange if you will, the Betfair exchange. But I've only made the account on the Betfair exchange recently, and I have placed only 71 trades, so the results that I have so far are not going to be impacted too much with my trades on the Betfair exchange. As you can see, the bookmakers that I've been able to get the most volume on are Bvin, Bet365, Coolbet, NordicBet, Unibet, and Tipico. Tipico is actually the only bookmaker that I've been limited on so far, so that's really good because I've been doing this for quite a few months now. You probably noticed that I'm running bad with 888 Sports and Bet365. So I'm not too worried about 888 Sports because I've only placed 25 trades there so far. It's such a small sample size, it's still basically a coin flip, so I cannot get anything meaningful from this sample size. Bet365 is a bit different. So I did place over 300 trades with them, and that might seem like a lot, like 300 bets seems like a lot, but when you do value betting, when you take this approach and when you do it with Trademate Sport software, it's actually not that much because it takes a lot more work to get yourself where you want to be and to obtain the results that you need. But I'll show you in the analytics page how it looks. So here, so you can kind of see that it immediately went to the negative section of the graph. Then I had a few upswings and downswings, and eventually I landed down here, and I'm running quite bad with them in terms of profit at the moment. But I've been continuously able to beat the closing line and rack up closing EV. So I'm not too worried about it for a few reasons. I know that my sample size is still really small, and I've kind of went through this with NordicBet. I almost lost my whole bankroll there, so I can show you this. So here you can see at this point I've lost over $250, and my starting bankroll was like around $300. And basically at this point that was it was the first time that I experienced kind of the bad run, I guess, with trading. And there is not much else you can do but just stick to the process, keep placing trades, staking the amount that Trademate recommends you, and eventually you'll get yourself where you want to be. And yeah, I got myself into the positive section of the graph, and I'm actually making some nice profits with NordicBet at the moment. One more thing that I think would be interesting for you guys to see is probably how I'm performing on some of the sports. So for example, soccer has been bread and butter to me. It's been quite amazing, and the graph looks absolutely ridiculous. I mean, for the first 130 trades, I've been just above the closing EV or around it, and then the trades kind of took off. They skyrocketed, and at the moment I'm at almost 2,200 US dollars. Soccer almost accounts for all my profits, and at the moment I am majorly overperforming, and I mean, you can see here that my closing EV is $466 and my profits are almost 2,200. So I do expect them to meet at one point in time, and I am kind of mentally prepared for, let's say, a bad run or stagnation in my results. So I might be at these profits in soccer for a few months. I mean, you cannot know that, but definitely at one point in time they will meet each other. Actually, my soccer graph is similar to my overall statistics, but before I go to my overall statistics, I'll show you one sport where I'm performing kind of bad in terms of profits, and I'm also going to explain why I'm not going to give it up just yet. So here you can see that it actually went pretty well from the beginning. Then I had a downswing and an upswing and a downswing that I never really recovered from. But the thing is, I'm not going to give it up because, as you can see, I've been continually beating the closing line and I am successful at racking up the closing EV. I have only 220 trades with esports, and I'm not going to give it up because it's a really small sample size. Still, 200 bets seems like a lot, but it's actually not. The only meaningful sample size that I have are my overall statistics, which are 2,093 trades, if I remember right. So that's the only sample size that I can have any meaningful observations from, or anything that can help me in improving my strategy and my approach to sports betting. Maybe soccer, because I do know that I have above 1,000 trades with them, but still, that's also kind of too small if you ask me. So yeah, I said I was gonna show you my overall statistics. Yeah, just 1 minute. Okay, so here you can see my overall statistics, my overall graph. So I am majorly overperforming at the moment, and I do attribute that to luck or being on the good side of the variance, if you will. But one more reason that I think why I'm performing like this is because of my Kelly staking, my staking approach. So basically, there are two reasons that I've decided for 25% Kelly staking. The first one is that my initial bankroll was actually lower than $1,000, and I don't recommend anybody to do that. I recommend that you start much higher than me. So basically, I didn't want to run the risk of taking a big hit on my bank and have a hard time recovering from, or might not even be able to recover from it. And also, I kind of know myself, and I'm not good with big downswings and big upswings, and having a smaller Kelly definitely reduces those big downswings and upswings. So I just can't handle it well when I have a big downswing than a big upswing. It's not something that I deal too good with. So that's why I took a more secure approach. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using 30% Kelly or 35% Kelly. I mean, 35 might be a bit too high, but there are people who use it and they do have good results at the end. But in the process of doing the trading, they kind of have big downswings and big upswings. They don't care because they probably know that they're gonna have good results in the end. But it's something that I don't handle too well. So this is the approach I've taken. Yeah, so that's mostly it for my overall statistics. The presets that I've been using are the ones that we have on our website. I guess we can put that in the description down below. So you can see that the presets are divided on odds types, and tennis is individual. We have high odds, high edge, early. I think we have 7 presets that are posted on our blog, so that's something that we'll post next to the video so you guys can check it out. Also, in terms of how to handle emotions and like deciding for your approach, I do recommend that you read this article. I guess we can also put it in the description. So here kind of have it explained like how to handle emotions and bad runs and how to focus on the bigger picture. You can also watch this video. We had Jonas recently on our podcast and he shared a lot of great advices. So that's definitely something you guys should check out. And yeah, that's mostly it from me. So if you have any questions about how is it to do trading from Denmark, I encourage you to ask, as I'm familiar with the tax system here. A lot of the bookmakers are tax-free, so that's a big plus. But there are some rules that you should take into consideration or should be careful about. And yeah, that's mostly it from me. And thank you guys for watching.